top, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, A-floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over, he in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, flash, I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
On first down, Smiley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Second and 2. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give right side. Smiley. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll run on first down. Smiley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article. In this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Here we go. Hey, one more. You're up. 66. Pull it. Pass.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
From the gun, Boyle. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check 43. He's gone. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On first down, Smiley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 2nd down now, Smiley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. You can't block me.
Operating from the gun, Boyle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 10 yards out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Luck. He'll dump this off to Cook. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Throwing his Luck. Flush to his right. Ebron's got it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Good for a Colt 1st down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, Luck. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Luck. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating to use a boxing.
Moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this is caught by Evans. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go on 4th. Locke. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a give, right side. Smiley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they?
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Hey, exit. He's crossing.
To try again after the sack. Luck. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get it back at his own 3-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Luck. Open man is Ross, complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Luck now to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off of play action. Luck. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the half. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Coming to you.
42-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. On 2nd down, Smiley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Boyle. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
53, Mike.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Boyle. That's going to be caught. He got 29 yards that time. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Looking to throw. Boyle. This will be caught at about the 5. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Second and 3. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Back to throw. Boyle to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Luck. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 24. Luck. He completes it to Evans. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. On first and 10, Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Locke. He finds his target. It's Evans. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Over the middle to Evans. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight level, and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Locke. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Locke, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. Smiley, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's get it. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
2nd and 13. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Luck on 1st down. And this is Cook with a grab.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in and knock it away.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They're going to go. It's Locke. He's got Evans. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 15.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's them with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Smiley. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Here we go. 3. Hey, hold on. 3. Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Looking to throw. Boyle. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Ross on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On 1st and 10, Boyle. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Smiley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Smiley. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jonathan Allen busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now from back at the 9 after that last play. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Boyle. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
On 4th down, Boyle. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Pick it up. 11 feet. Hurry, hurry.
On first down, it's long. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Locke. And he gets it to Funchess complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on second down. Luck nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Third and long, it's Luck. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 4th down, Locke. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Switch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Looking to throw. Boyle. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Know your job. 53's the mic. 53 is the mic. Bring it. Bring it. Take off.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes, Coach, say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here.
And Luck is going to run out of time and out of luck as well. It's a safety. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles.